woman detained in the back of an Oklahoma sheriff's car manages to get out of handcuffs, reach around to unlock a gun safe, and pulls out a deputy's AR-15. After fumbling with the weapon for several minutes, she starts shooting. Ow! What was that? Outside the car, deputies' body cameras capturing the bullets flying through the air. We got shots fired up here. We need backup immediately. Start EMS. Start EMS. We got a civilian. Hit. The deputies ducking for cover, left stunned and confused. What the heck? Did she get out of her cuffs? Authorities say Rachel Clay fired 10 shots at the officers last week in Gray County, Oklahoma, southwest of Oklahoma City. A bystander was hit in the chest and 2 deputies grazed.
It took her about 15-20 minutes to figure out how to operate the gun. She was pushing buttons. She was frantic.
A 6-hour standoff would follow until Clay finally surrendered. Authorities say Clay was under the influence of drugs and is now facing 3 counts of intent to kill. The undersheriff there in Grady County, Oklahoma, says that there is a button on the safe that says gun, and you just press it and it unlocks. And that's a measure they're going to change to keep this from happening again. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Dallas.
Okay, so y'all just heard that, right? And I'm gonna put the video in the link so y'all can watch it. I'm gonna put it like in the description box in the comment section. So I was like, okay, immediately when I saw this clip, y'all, and watched the video, immediately what came to my mind was, now, and I don't like doing this, and I know a lot of my people, black people, we do this often. Anytime a white criminal is having involved with a police officer, they always say, oh, if it was a black person, he would have died. And usually I don't play that game because I'm aware in the mainstream media, they're just going to show black people, they got their own agenda and their narratives to push. But if you look it up, you're going to have to just look it up. You will see a bunch of white people, they get pow too, right? So I already know that. I'm aware of that. So they can't tug at my heartstrings to get me riled up. Like, the mainstream media want me to get riled up and act like, oh, it's just black people. No. However, I also don't like to compare officers with other officers that handle a situation regarding a black person. You see what I'm saying? Because not all officers are the same and will handle every case the same. You got some officers that will handle a black person that's maybe a criminal or doing something bad or whatever, and they will pow them, right? And a lot of times it's justifiable and sometimes it's not. But let's just talk about the one that are justified. It's like, okay, whatever. And then you got some black people. I'm also aware that you have some black people that may act a fool, but they live. Then you got some white criminals that act a fool, they die, and some live. So some people like to cherry pick to make their arguments and say, oh, if it was a black person, or well, look at this case, and then they'll get a white case where the person lived. And it's like, well, that's cherry picking, because you could have picked a case where the white person died and the black person died. You can always cherry pick. However, in this particular case, y'all, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I felt it in my bones. I feel like in this situation, and a lot of people feel this way in the comment section, and I already knew that was going to happen. I feel like if it was a black man had that dangerous weapon and shooting up and acting a fool, they would have lighted that car up. I don't think it would have been a 6-hour standoff. They would have lighted that car up. Because look at it, think about it. In the Breonna Taylor case, right? Remember when the guy didn't know who was at the door, but he thought it was Breonna's ex, and he shot, allegedly, he said he shot it, but I don't know. The girl got all the bullets, so I low-key be wondering if she really shot the gun. But let's just go along with the flow. He said he changed his story and said he shot the gun, so we're going to go with that. So he he shot out at the police, and they immediately light everything up. They couldn't see in the house at all. They didn't know if a child was in there. They light everything up, right? Now, why is it that this lady was able to shoot a civilian in the chest and graze 2 police officers, and then people ain't shot back one time? Or am I missing something? Because it looked from the video, when y'all watch it, it looked like they just hide behind a car and just waited. So I just thought that was interesting. In my heart of hearts, I do believe if it was a black man doing that, they would have liked that cop. That is my honest opinion. When y'all watch the video, comment in the comment section and tell me you guys' opinion. If you share the same view as I do, comment in the comment section. And if you don't, state your reasons why. Okay? And give me a thumbs up. Share this video. Give me, comment in the comment section. Share. Subscribe if you didn't. Hit the bell. But let me read some of these comments. Someone says, hold on, let me start from the top. So they ain't empty their clips into the car, but had that been a black woman and she would have been dead. Or a black man, yes. And some people have exclamation. She lived? Question mark explanation. She survived? Breonna Taylor was sleeping. Well, Breonna Taylor wasn't sleeping, y'all, but I get what you're saying. And she's still alive to talk about it? Mm-hmm. Yet she lives. Sound about white. Wow, she made it out alive? And then, if she was black, ... And so on, pretty much the same thing. But yeah, I agree with everybody else, y'all. I'm sorry. I just find this crazy, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. All right, bye.